I want a cheeseburger. Not only do I want a cheeseburger, I would like a cheeseburger with a schmear of bacon on top. You surprised to hear me as a rabbi say that? Well, you should know what I'm saying is very much in keeping with Jewish tradition. Our sages tell us a person shouldn't say, I wouldn't eat non-kosher because the thought of that food disgusts me. Quite the contrary, one should say, I'd love to eat it, but God asks me not to, and if He doesn't want me to, I'm not going to. So I haven't. I haven't had a cheeseburger, and I haven't had it with a schmear of bacon. But you know what? Time's coming when I might be able to. There was an article last week from the Jewish Telegraphic Agency that's labeled, "A kosher cheeseburger is now possible." Well, almost. Well, I would say almost doesn't count, but the reality is we're living in a new world, and now with the new products and with the vegetarian products and with cloning, it's very possible that in the near future, foods that weren't available to us may very well become available. But you know what? There's so much that's available now. We're living in a different world. In the average supermarket, 75% of the food products have a kosher certification. On Pesach, there's kosher LePesach pizza, I guess to commemorate the exodus of the Jews from Sicily. Yes, we're living in a world where keeping kosher is so easy to do. And yet how many do it? Our Torah portion this week speaks about the laws of kashrut. The laws of kashrut are so fundamental to Jewish tradition that when I meet with the bride and groom, the only religious aspect that I discuss with them is their possibility of keeping a kosher home. Even if they're not going to keep kosher outside the home, but at least the home makes it a Jewish home where any Jew can come and eat, and every child grows up knowing every single day that they're in a Jewish home. You know, there's all sorts of statistics about the decline of American Jews because of intermarriage and assimilation and ignorance and whatever. And we have such rising rates of Jews dropping out, Jews marrying out. And there's no guaranteed way of stopping it. But everyone's looking into ways that we can improve the situation. Well, I would be willing to bet that if they took a survey of homes where people keep kosher, the rate of intermarriage, the rate of assimilation is very, very low. So you ought to think about it in your own home. It doesn't have to be 100%. But I know members of the synagogue who, after a sermon of mine, they decided no more pork products. That's their idea of keeping kosher. Having separate meat and dairy, that's their idea of keeping kosher. Eating kosher inside the home but not outside the home, that's their idea of keeping kosher. You know, the word kosher is never discussed in the Torah in regard to animals or eating. Kosher means to be fit and proper. How fit and proper are you these days? Have a good Shabbos.